Okay, next we're going to talk about the evolution of intelligence, or how has intelligence changed in the human species. So we talked about how we measure the variance in intelligence in the population, and now we're going to talk about the environment of evolutionary adaptiveness. So when we talk about that, we want to know what was the environment that was in place when a trait was evolving. So what can we say about the broad evolution of intelligence? When we want to know this, we need to understand the function of a trait, so how the trait may have promoted survival of the reproductive success of our ancient ancestors. And as we mentioned earlier, natural selection has no way to peer into the future. The process depends only on whether an organism's traits help it to survive and reproduce in its current environment. So why did humans evolve to be so smart? We've already mentioned that our ancient ancestors had a reproductive advantage if they could communicate, solve problems, and draw conclusions. However, there's still an abundance of variation in intelligence among the human race today. And why is that? Well, we're not completely sure, but one explanation may be that level of intelligence doesn't directly relate to ability to reproduce and function, survive for humans. So just being just above average or way above average doesn't make a difference in survival for humans. Similarly, earlobe shape is governed entirely by genetic factors. So you have either an attached or an unattached earlobe, and neither of these situations is crucial for survival or has any function in reproductive success. So we continue to have a wide variety of genetic variation for either attached or unattached earlobes. The same is true for intelligence. So why have we not evolved into this amazingly bright, intelligent population? Well, because you don't necessarily need to have a high level of intelligence to reproduce or survive, but you do need to have some level of intelligence to be flexible, communicate, solve problems, and draw conclusions. So we have evolved to be smarter than we were. It's just that we haven't narrowed down the actual selection of the most intelligent people only reproducing and moving on. Next, we'll talk about the evolution of mating patterns.